Over the last 12 months of working with Paul, our turnover has gone up by 50%. We've gained 6 new staff members, which is double the staff rota.
He has personally changed my life when it comes to like my business and just the way I run my business now. There's a massive shift, massive change in culture in the business now.
Like Paul can actually see something in you that you don't see, and most probably nobody else can actually see, and nobody's told me some of these things before. And these are the things that he's could see in me as an entrepreneur to help me be successful in my business.
Working in private practice as a counsellor, I needed to niche in a certain area, and I really couldn't decide which area that I was going to specialise in. And Paul really helped me to find my target and match my target group to my passion. And he literally helped me to niche in working with people pleasers and victims of narcissistic abuse, which is something that I'm absolutely passionate about anyway. Working with Paul, I do feel much more productive because I now know which area that I'm specialising in.
So Paul's formula and the impact it's had on my life was my confidence. The confidence of really transferring myself over from the retail corporate world into self-employed business world, and it was the confidence that he built inside me that I could do that, and my business went through the roof as well. So the formula that Paul had given me, one of the great things that came from that, I then became an author of my own book.
So I chose Paul Rees to be my business coach because when we got on the first call that we had together, he literally got under my skin straight away. He kind of picked at questions that nobody had ever asked me before. This was going to be somebody who was going to bring the best out of me because he had given me so much value in that first call and approached it in a way that it was more about me actually and less about my business initially. And that's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want somebody who was just going to give me the tools, and say, right, set up this channel, do this program. Or
I have less stress and energy towards running my business. I'm no longer working in the business. I'm working on the business. I'm for the business, and I'm helping other people to live a better quality of life and chase their dream within the business.
In regards to how Paul has impacted my current and future business success, it really does make me smile because literally Paul has given me a future target that I didn't have before. I've now got a formula which enables me to work smarter instead of harder. It's a formula that allows me to work less, but to get paid more, and allows me to specialize more in the area that I'm passionate about.
His formula has really shaped me in the 6 months that, I don't actually know if I would still have a business if I'd continued the way I was going. I either would have probably run it into the ground or given up. To describe Paul's formula to a friend, I think the first thing I would say is don't even bother if you're not about to get real with yourself.
And he picks up the smallest and smallest of things about you and the business. He's quite niche with how he coaches.
Paul's coaching formulas will make you dissect yourself and your business at a level which you weren't capable or had the capacity to do yourself. And it will highlight the inadequacies and the inefficiencies in your business and yourself at a level that you weren't really wary of.
Paul's formula was life-changing. It really, really opened up my mind to things I hadn't thought about for many, many years, as long back as when I was a child. And these were important things that I needed to take forward in my business, that when I came away from it was mind-blowing, really, that I could feel inside that I changed as a person from when I first met Paul, and I knew that my business was going to have the strength on me being nickybright.com going forward rather than just a business setting up. And it was mind-changing.
First came to Paul, my challenges were that I had a lot of skills and interests, and I was really struggling to identify and understand a way forward and how to sort of merge them. So I felt like I had so many ideas, but no direction. So working with Paul's definitely got me to a place that I would never have been 6 months ago. It was a structure, and that I had to fit within that structure. Not only has my business grown, so has my confidence. And I think that is a massive part of why my business is growing as well. Is, Paul's given me the tools from a business perspective, but I think more so he's given me the tools to really believe in the work I'm doing.
Since being with Paul, I've launched NikkiBright.com, which is a holiday business. From that business, I've also now launching another website. It's through Paul, and not only that, I've also got a published book.
Paul's approach is totally personal. He marries you as a unique individual, as a person, alongside, with your business, and he marries that to the clients that you're going to serve. Since working with Paul, I cannot even emphasize how happy I am, because now I literally know exactly where my business is going. I know exactly the right steps that I have to take to get there. Have a business that works for me instead of me working for my business. And I owe that to Paul.